What's up, guys? Just a second. I gotta redraw a line I just erased. It's like, where's that? It hit that top line. It's crazy. Where did this go to? It's like that. Yeah, okay. I need to zoom out for this. Where did I have this line going from? Did it go to 82? Whoa. It hit the top line. I had it drawn yesterday before it went up. Oh yeah, it was these. It touched these bottoms here. Wait. Okay, so how I drew this yesterday, I'm not just drawing this now because it touches this. Wait, it actually touched it yesterday. Hold on. I had it in between the bottom here, here, and here. And it actually perfectly touched this. So that's where it was yesterday. If you look at the very beginning of the stream, I had this line drawn. So you know I'm not lying. Anyways, I stole this line from Science Guy. Science Guy stole it from Bitcoin Schmitcoin. No, I'm kidding. That is funny though. I'll tell you about the Bitcoin Schmitcoin and the Science Guy drama in a second. That's hilarious. That is so funny. No, Mr. Trades made a video, guys. He made a really good video. You should go see it. I already commented twice on his video. Okay, I need to put this in here. Live. Okay. I'm gonna move this boy over there. Go to subscriptions. Find Mr. Trade's video. Here we go. Guys, Mr. Trades made a video saying how to start making money off cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum today. I said, why didn't you mention bat in this video? Man, I'm knocking over the mic here quite a bit. I'm going to mute the mic and make it not annoying. Okay. So the mics might get knocked off really easily, so just a warning. Yeah, I was saying 245. I was telling everyone to buy at 245 when it dipped down to there. Or actually, I was telling people to buy at 246, I think, 247. Somewhere right, was it right here or right here? I forget. I think it was right here, yeah. I was telling people to buy within this dip right here. And I think like one person listened. Do I use the same methods? Well, there's kind of only... I mean, if you're talking about do I use the same... Well, I use the same technical analysis because you don't really change that. Kind of keep that constant. But I do change how I think about it. Like, the chances of different things happening. Because just because it's a bullish pattern doesn't mean it's going to go up. So, I want to look at... I haven't had a chance to actually do any TA today. So, these lines back here aren't going to really... are just from yesterday. So, but this actually, so when it broke out here, I was like, wait, this looks like a breakout. When was this? Oh, yeah, guys, it actually broke out of my trend lines. So I was right yesterday. If you look at this, I was saying it either breaks out here or it could do another one of these, but it seems to just have broken out. So yeah, it looks like I had it from back here and here to here. Yeah, so I drew these lines. Think back at like last night around here when it was going up. I drew these new lines. So those seem to be pretty accurate actually. So that gives me confidence. Okay. You listened late and bought in at 250 and 260? Well, it went up to almost 280 today, so it's not too bad, man. It's pretty good. Good job. Honestly, if you buy at any price and hold for a week, then you don't even have to think about it. Like, you can just... Like, the rate that we're going, it's sort of like... what we got here? We got a few days, like 3 or 4... We got like 3 days where we're forming this sort of wedge. You can call it a bull pennant or a wedge or... I think... Basically, I'll just say for you guys, we're forming a sideways triangle, which is actually called a... This one kind of looks like an equilateral triangle. Not equilateral, symmetrical triangle. Basically meaning it could go either direction and it's going sideways. So what I'll say for you guys is it's forming a triangle sideways. I'll just say that. Makes it easy to think about. We're forming these sideways triangles for 3 days, basically. So 9th, 6th to 9th, then we break out. So right here is where we actually started it. 1st to 3rd, broke out. Because we were still on the old pattern up until June 1st. So we didn't go into this sideways movement until right here. So it's 3 days, up 3 days. And this is sort of similar to Bitcoin, actually. If we look over at Bitcoin, this is kind of what I wanted to see happen, honestly. So I'm pretty happy about what's going on. Wait, that's ETH BTC. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Okay. So if we go look over here on Bitcoin, I think what I said was it was every 4 days is a month, is 30 days pretty much on Bitcoin for the pattern it's been doing. Let's zoom out here to 6. So we can see it's following. Bitcoin does the same sort of thing here. Up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways. So I was wanting it to do this exact same thing, and it seems to be doing it. I'd say we're about to here. We're on one of these peaks now. So we've done, how many peaks have we done? 2? So we're right here. Wait, it seems like we've done 3. Yeah. This was kind of a short one right here, actually. This was only a little bit. So we've done 2, basically. Look, guys, I'm copying Mr. Trades. So I'd say we're probably right about here. We're somewhere within this area comparatively to the Bitcoin chart, based off of me and Bitcoin Schmitcoin's predictions, or fun predictions. Not really based off of anything, just based off of it looking similar to Bitcoin almost exactly. So see, we passed the all-time high here. Just like basically right here. Where's that? So that's basically our 217. So if we go over here, 217, it's right there. So up. So about 3 going up. So we passed all-time high, went up once, up. So we're basically right about here, I'd say, comparatively. And this took how much? How long did this whole thing take? So let's see, May 6th to, when did it dump down to here? End of March. So that's 2 months. So let's see, it took 2 months for Bitcoin to do that. So this is month to, where's 217? To right here. Guys, it took, so that was a month. Wait, where did I end it? Hold on, I gotta be more accurate here. I want to be accurate. Okay. So we'll say 24th of March, and then that ends 31. Okay. So we'll type this out. This is kind of, you're not going to understand what I'm doing really. I just want to figure this out real quick to see if I'm accurate. Basically that ETH is following the same pattern as Bitcoin, but at a faster rate, at 4:30 ratio. Okay, so then April has 30 days, right? So then that's 37 days. And then 37 to plus 6. Okay. Oh, this is conjorting. I'll answer some questions in a second here. So that's 43 days, and then over here, from right here, it is May 27th. May 27th to 31st, okay. Write down that. And then right here, June 9th. Wait. Okay, I have to go over a bit here. It's actually going to be like June 10th. So 14 days. So it took Bitcoin 43 days to do what it took ETH 14 days to do in the same pattern. So let's see what we get. 14 divided by 43. And then we'll do, what was it, 34 divided by 30. Okay, so that doesn't line up, so I must be off. Could actually be like right here. It could only be, what about like 37? I guess those numbers don't line up. It still looks the same though. I wonder if that's just a coincidence. I really wonder. Okay, anyways, I'll stop doing that for now. Ow, this really hurts me. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Now I'm comfortable. Okay, so I titled this stream. New Paradigm. It didn't do what I thought it would just now. I thought what was going to happen was it was going to dump down like it did over here. See how it went dumped? I thought that's what was going to happen. Wait, why would that happen though? Doesn't make sense. Okay, here's a new theory. My theory is I need to do more technical analysis. Okay, remember these lines on the stream. I'm going to leave them here for like a minute so that people know these were my old lines before I delete them. It's pretty amazing that it broke out right when I predicted here. Not really predicted, just broke out where my lines predicted. I didn't say it was going to break out there, actually. I thought it was going to go down and test this bottom line again and then go up. But I guess it sort of did test it twice already, and it tested this top line basically 3 times. 3 or 4 times, so... I want to trade my BTC back into ETH. No, Shapeshift is super expensive. Don't do it on Shapeshift. Major dip coming. I don't know. We could be doing something similar to what happened over here, which is what I was just trying to figure out. I haven't really had time. I was doing stuff while it went up this morning, so I haven't had time to figure out what's going to happen. So we went up to 270, then came down to 2... What is this slide? $260. So if we do something similar there, it's got to go up higher, right? We could be doing something like here, actually. It's another possibility. It's really hard to tell, actually. So we're right back at that 50% line. That's where we found all this right here at this 50% line. And now we're above it a bit, so at the 63 probably. I gotta look at this more. I can't really... it's hard to stream about this when I haven't even really spent any time looking at it. So I might just delete these lines here. Yeah, do it on Bitrix. Okay, so I'm going to delete the lines. Oh yeah, look. It looks like GDAX went down right here. It's interesting. Interesting, it didn't crash. Wait, it went down last night when I got off? That's interesting. That's like right when I got off. Hold on. Maybe it's I just need to refresh. Someone was saying saying it did this in the Discord, so... Yeah, that's weird. Well, anyways. Let's draw some new lines. And then I'll talk about the funny, is the stream dying or just me? I think it's just you. Okay. What do you mean, like the connection's dropping? Or the stream sucks? Both could be true. What's up, Andrew? Okay. I'm just going to sort of draw some random lines here, just to get a feel for where we're going. So this is June 1st when we started the new trend, so I'm just going to kind of stick to right here. And try to go past. I'm going to try to go from June 1st when we hit this new pattern, got off that doubling trend. I'm going to just start from here. I might draw some larger trend lines from further back because those are heavily supported, but I just want to focus on this right now. Sort of the last couple weeks here, last 2 weeks, or this month, last 9 days, that's it. Feels like we've been on this new trend forever. Yeah, look at that channel. It's pretty nice, actually. If we draw it right here. Oh, wow. It's got to go up more, right? Do you think it could go up like this? These lines are probably more accurate. We could see it go up here again. That doesn't seem right. Why doesn't that seem right? I guess we consolidated below, or we dip below this main line here about the same as we've missed up here. So that sort of makes sense. How much is this? 45. So that's about $5. $6. What was it? 78. 283. Oh yeah, so it's about the same. Interesting. We dipped down about the same as we didn't go up to this trend line. I'm not sure that has anything to do with it. Might just be a coincidence. You think we're breaking out to 320? Yeah, okay, look. So I drew this, I put this image on OBS here. Maybe just turn my stream down to like 144p. Actually, I'll zoom this. No, I'm not going to zoom it in. Yeah, that's what I was just going to talk about, the bubble. So I put the bubble chart right on OBS here, so I can just click on it. Pops up. And I was predicting today. Let's see, where's good? I was predicting we're sort of in we're sort of like in this stage up here of return to normal. That's where I kind of think we are now. I guess you can't see it. So I sort of think we're doing something like this here. We're in this bubble. And we're at this return to normal right here. Oh, okay, my stream is getting cut off. Yeah, so right here. Because we kind of saw that in the past. It's been creating these bubbles. I guess that only happened about once. The other times it wasn't as drastic. So I don't know, it's really hard to tell here. I gotta draw more lines, guys. Oh, look at that. I think I drew that last night. Or something similar. Look at that. That's crazy. You see that? It's wild. It shot up right when these lines crossed. Then it shot up again when these lines diverged. That's funny. No, my stream was cutting out actually. My internet's pretty dumb sometimes. If I draw enough lines, eventually I'll be right. If I draw enough lines, I'll just be Mr. Trades. And then I'll always be wrong. This is Mr. Trades, guys. The bubble chart's still on the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that right now because I know I'm just gonna leave that on the screen all the time. So I just deleted it, guys. That was a horrible idea. Okay, let's make fun of Mr. Trades for a bit here. I'm just kidding. He's fine. I was telling him to buy back in and didn't want to listen. He was all on that bat. That bat money. I just like drawing these Basically, they're just trend lines um, for fun to see. Okay. It's just fun to see how natural the market moves. They don't really tell me anything. Like these ones I'm drawing right now. I guess that one did tell me a lot. I think I drew that last night. I'll have to look back at my stream. Let's see what sort of slope they're gaining at here. Seems to not have gained as fast. I guess it gained as fast. It gained fast, actually. Usually it doesn't gain this much this fast. I guess it does, right? Yeah. I think we might see a return to this top line here. Hopefully. I think that could be a possibility. Lots of bullish pennants. No, I think you're looking at a science guy. Looking at 6-hour chart. Okay. Ascending wedge. Is this the line I drew? Is that what I drew? I think it was this. I forget what that wedge line I drew. I always forget this one. People always had a really nice looking wedge and I could never pull it off for some reason. Hold on. Why could I never get that wedge? I don't know, it's something like that. Anyways, yeah, basically, it's not that hard to tell. I could draw it out here and you could obviously tell what's going on. So, that seems like the pattern there. We have higher highs, lower lows back here. And then it's getting decreasing. It's decreasing and decreasing. I think I had this pointing to the 11th or something like that. Yeah. I think this is what I drew. I don't think anyone else had this exact same thing. Someone else might have had it, actually. I don't remember. But, seems like we're still on... Oh, wait. No. When was this? Yeah. It goes like this. Oh, no. Seems like we broke out of it there. And we'll break out of it again there. I wonder what might happen is we... wait. So this is sort of the focal point. Maybe I can use a... Okay, let's see. Ooh, yes. Yo, look at this Fibonacci fan. No way. Yo, look at this, guys. Yo, this is some Mr. Trades business right here. But this is good. I'm going to delete all the lines. Okay. Look at this, guys. Whoa. Yo, do you see that? That is legit. No joke. Do you guys see this right here? Yeah, I don't care what's going on right now with the price, by the way. The price doesn't really matter currently. I'm looking longer term. I don't even think this top line matters too much. How do I predict with the top line? Huh. What if I draw? I'm going full science guy right here. Or not, or Mr. Trades, I mean. Okay. Where's 2-2? This is spider web analysis. No, I'm trying to see if there's breakouts with the fans that I can tell easily. There probably is, but I'm just kind of dumb and didn't see it. So here, what if we go all the way back here? What did I think about Mr. Trade's 8K into bat? When he did it, I thought it was like the dumbest move ever. Especially since ETH had been in a downward sideways trend, or a sideways trend for the last couple of days, and it's been breaking out of those. And it just broke out of that, like right when he bought in to bat. So it's pretty dumb. I told him not to do it. Actually, I think I told him to buy back in. But oh, whoa, yo, look at this. I hadn't had a chance to look at this once. I just opened it up, hadn't looked at it. Guys, look, we broke out of this, what do we call this? This kind of looks like a bullish bull flag, kind of. I don't know. I'll be like science guy and just call it a pennant. Guys, this is a bullish pennant. No, I think the technology, a lot of these altcoins have good technologies, or the tokens have good technologies, but that doesn't mean they're going to take off and you're going to make any money off of it. And a lot of them don't have good technologies, but they will take off, so. Like Ripple. Guys, it's a pennant. This is a clear pennant. It has 3 sides, so it's a pennant. Do you know that? How much are you up? Sell any yet? No, I'm not selling. How much am I up? I think it was like 1,200% today. Let's see. What's the price? 275. What do I have to do? 22 divide 275. Is that how you do it? Let's see. No, that's not how you do it. I'm dumb. Sometimes I don't like thinking about math when I'm doing math. Yeah, so I'm up 12.5%. I'm up 12.5%, boys. Off my initial 5K investment. I invested another $1,000 at like 74, but yeah, Mr. Trades. This is what Mr. Trades' face looked like when he saw that ETH was at 278 this morning. This is Mr. Trades' face when he saw this. This is his face when I don't want to say that. He's acting so like fake in this video. It's funny. What he says is like, I'm pretty sure he said to like hold your Bitcoin and Ethereum on Coinbase and use Bittrex. He said Bittrex is his favorite one. I guess he's talking about altcoins, so that makes sense why you'd want to. What's the next plan with Bat? He'll be fine with the 6-month plus hold, in my opinion. Oh man, they're getting desperate. It'll be fine in 6 months, guys. Dude, if you bought back an ETH right now and sold your bat, right now, you'd make so much more than if you held it for 6 months. I miss your streams, man. I've learned a lot thanks to you. Okay, guys, so we have seen this week the death of Mr. Trades and the death of Science Guy. I'll show you guys the death of Science Guy here in a second. I gotta... Let's just say Bitcoin Schmitcoin and Science Guy. We're having a little beef battle. A little TA beef battle here. On Twitter. It is very enjoyable. Let's see. Let's just say Bitcoin Schmitcoin is not a big fan of Science Guy. Okay, guys. guys. Science Guy tweeted out today that ETH Trader banned him for 15 days, no explanation. 15 days. That's so funny. And Bitcoin Schmitcoin runs a ETH Ta subreddit here. Actually, I'll go to that. I haven't been to that yet. I just saw that this morning. Let's see if I can get mod. See if I can get some moderator action. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's not what I wanted. See if I can get some moderator action on here. Subscribe. Let's see if there's anyone roasting Science Guy. Anyways, this is Bitcoin Schmitcoin's subreddit he created, ETH analysis. Not much on here, boys. We got like 1,500 people. So I'd suggest going over there. I've been great, Hallie boy. Anyways, so this was really funny. I was watching the beginning part of Bitcoin Schmitcoin's stream last night so I could copy everything he did. No, I'm kidding. But I was watching his stream last night, the beginning part of it for fun because I was really bored. It had nothing to do. So he was talking about he mentioned something about his beef with Science Guy on Twitter. And so I had to DM him. And he was saying how I'm not going to read his DMs because that's kind of like, that's dirty, but let's just say he does not like Science Guy. And and on Twitter here, he basically accused Science Guy of copying him. Let's go here. Wait, what? Oh, here we go. This is what Bitcoin Schmitcoin said to Science Guy today. Dig your charts, man, but you could just retweet me. Roasted. Yeah, I saw the thread about Science Guy being a whale. Dude, that was so funny. That's like a classic Reddit thing to do, is just witch hunt for just like totally off target witch hunts. He's a whale, guys. Science Guy's a whale. Honestly, I don't think Science Guy is probably directly copying him. He might have been. But I don't know about that. It's still funny, though, that he roasted him. And then they battled here. Can't really plagiarize TA. Well, you can plagiarize it. I know what he's saying, but you can plagiarize it. But if you draw something similar to someone, you're not plagiarizing them. But you can still be dirty and just copy exactly what they did without credit. Like I've copied some. I've shown what Bitcoin Schmitcoin's done. Like a couple of days ago, I showed what he did on his stream, just to see. And I said what I was doing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw exactly what Bitcoin Schmitcoin drew, to see what happens, if he's right or not. Because I honestly did not. I drew my own predictions, but I honestly did not know exactly what was going to happen. So I just said that's what I was doing. But Science Guy appears to just be blatantly plagiarizing him. So I think he said here somewhere that he's not. That he stopped. That he's not going to be posting anymore or something. I don't remember. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Tweets. If you can give me 500 viewers, I'd give you no ETH, because I do this for fun. Why would I give you any ETH? I'm sorry, man. I'm way too greedy to give anyone ETH. If I give someone 1 ETH now, that'd be like losing thousands of dollars. I could... Yeah, no, dude. I'm not giving you any of my ETH. It's way too valuable. Sorry, but I don't love you that much. And I did see what you said about me on Mr. Trades, or on the... I forget if it was Mr. Trades or the Space Station Discord. So... yeah, I think... Honestly, I think this is pretty sick how it's following this Fibonacci fan. That's actually really cool. I still don't think Fibonacci fans tell us much about where it's going to break out, because they don't really, but it's still cool. I don't know, you said something about how, I don't remember, something negative. I could probably find it here. People talk about me so much, it's hard to find it. Shaking my head. What, because I'm not going to give you any ETH for no reason? Oh man, I feel weird. Okay. Oh, interesting. I want to zoom in here for a second. That's too much. Let's see what we got going here. How low do we go? Not even that low. Bitcoin about to pump or dump? Let's see. I'd be... it's so hard to say. I'd say it's about to dump. Actually, hold on. I don't know, man. It's really hard to say. It's basically impossible to predict which direction it's going to break out. I don't believe in climate change. Oh, you guys want me to do a climate change hoax red pill on you? Is that what this has come to? You want me to red pill you guys? Maybe I'll do it later. You want me to red pill you on global cooling? Thank you for the 15-day science guy ban. Did you ban him? Wait, did you ban him? Oh no, dude. I'm colluding with Transforma. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Full red pill. Hey, you're accusing me of... Guys, I don't believe. Okay, here's the first thing. There's no scientific consensuses. That's number one. Especially when they're paid off by the government. Basically, climate change or global cooling or global warming, like they've said since like the 70s. Hold on. They're similar to how back in the day they were if you didn't believe in the flat earth theory, then you're basically a horrible person and like arrested basically if you pushed anything but the flat earth theory. I think it's sort of similar to that, honestly. Yeah, peer review's been corrupted. I'd say, okay, yeah, scientific consensus. There is no the whole point of science class. If you took like third grade science classes, or third grade, not third grade, like sixth grade science classes. I don't know, high school science, is that you don't come. The whole point of science is that there's not a consensus, because then that means if you start using words like consensus and believe, and then you've exited the realm of science. Okay. Basically, the whole global cooling, global warming, climate change thing, man-made climate change thing, is just a way to tax us more. That's pretty much the only reason for it. Tax us and control us more, make us less productive, take money from the the Paris Accord treaty was to take money from the U.S. economy, basically strip the U.S. economy and give it to China and India. And the let's see, I gotta do this. 1 hour. Man, that's so accurate. Oh, it's actually off target. Hold on. Let's get this. Look at that. Oh, yeah, wait a second. How did I have this? Is it like that? I don't remember. No. It's like that, I think. How did I have this? Is that how I had it? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't really like Fibonacci fans. I need to draw a new line. Hold on. Where's that wedge from? June 1st. Okay. It's like right here or something. Okay. I think that's the line I talked about last night. Reaching 300 next week. If global warming or climate change is real, we should push it harder and hurry it up. So you want it to... Wait, what? Okay. Do you want me to go full red pill conspiracy theory here? Will ETH go down to buy this weekend? Honestly, I'll draw a line here, actually. if you're buying to hold for more than like a week, just buy now and you won't lose any money, really. And we're looking at something around there. You don't. I think what your thing is, Dan, is you don't think it's worth living in a world where Europe becomes the Middle East. Are you saying where Europe becomes the Middle East? Oh yeah, becomes, okay. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is like a red pilled centrist. He has a centrist front, even though he's red pilled. Farmer Alex Jones. Farmer Jones would be a better meme for that. Guys, the only here I'm gonna go full conspiracy out Farmer Jones here. This is like, you know those charts where it says like the different brains, those memes where it's like the smaller brains and the bigger brains. Let's see, believing in man-made climate change, knowing man-made climate change is a hoax to tax you, and then the next brain level down, that's a bigger brain than that, is knowing that the government is openly changing the climate through geoengineering programs. That's like those brain things. I wonder if that's a no, Joe Rogan will believe anything he's told until it's refuted. Yeah, because he's a centrist. So he doesn't truly want to offend anyone. That's why he's such a popular such a popular podcaster. Anyways. Let's see. So the government has told us that for sure we're gonna run out of oil and coal. I think they said in the 80s. Or wait, maybe they said in like 2000s. I think they said like 1985 we'll run out of coal and oil. I might have to check that, but anyways, they said something in like the 70s. They like pushed that really hard that we're gonna run out of coal and oil, and then it was global cooling. The Earth is getting cooler. Then it was, I even saw that on like radio talk shows, like reruns of what's his name? What's that guy's name? A radio talk show host from like the 80s. Anyways, I saw it on there, and then we had global cooling, oil and coal shortages in like the coming decades, global warming. The Earth is gonna burn up, and all the polar and Arctic ice caps are gonna melt, and the polar bears can't swim and they're gonna drown. Polar bears can't swim 35 miles an hour and they're gonna drown. This entire year, in the last 3 months, I've made about $60,000. A trading stream? What does that mean? He's streaming now? That's cool. He's recovered from his day of mourning Yeah, there's oil all over the place that we can use, so that's not even a concern. That was just to push the green gangsters, which Obama kind of really finalized with his billions of dollars, basically to front companies that went bankrupt after like a year, like solar and wind, and mainly solar companies. These green energy companies that all these these donors to Obama started and received huge grants from the government. And let's see what else. So we had global cooling, global warming, now man-made climate change, guys. So they basically failed twice. They've done their two. They've been, oh no, it's cooling. No, it's actually warming. We're wrong. It's actually warming. And then it was actually we're wrong about both of those. The Earth is just changing climates. So they've basically been wrong twice about what they were 100% sure of and had specific dates for. So they're wrong 2 strikes. Okay, so now we're on the 3rd strike here, and the 3rd strike basically is that the climate is changing due to man-made effects, and that's negative, and that we're going to have extreme conditions. So whenever there's like a hurricane, a natural hurricane, or like a tornado, it's an extreme weather event due to climate change. Even though we've had like barely any, we've had less hurricanes and I think tornadoes. I'm pretty sure on hurricanes. I'm not sure about tornadoes. We've had less of them in the last decade than the previous decade. So, anyways, it's just a big fraud to get more money and more power, and yeah. What about coral reefs dying off? What about that? I feel like it wasn't the coral reef thing due to something else. Coral reefs dying off due to what? Yeah, I don't think you understand the northern polar caps have melted slightly, but the or the Antarctica has expanded, basically their polar caps, and there's more than ever. I even talked to someone that was down there like 2 years ago in Antarctica, and they said that the tour guides were saying that the ice caps are bigger than ever. So you're saying the coral reefs die due to extreme weather, even though there is no extreme weather, but they're predicting it. That makes sense. Dihydrogen monoxide is poisonous. That is right, guys. Dihydrogen monoxide is very poisonous. We need to ban dihydrogen monoxide now. Warmer ocean temperatures are killing off coral reefs. Can you link me? I thought the whole coral reef thing was like the poor people that live on the islands around the coral reefs are like destroying them, basically. Wasn't it like something like that? Earthquakes and volcanoes have nothing to do with climate change. They might. I mean, man-made climate change because it's not real. I mean, it is real that the government's doing it, but see okay, here I'll specify. Carbon dioxide is not causing the Earth to extremely heat up and extremely cool down. Ooh, NOAA. Very trusted, guys. How does climate change affect coral reefs? Threats to coral reefs, climate change. Increased greenhouse gases from human activities. Human activities, stop activating. Stop being productive and raising food. Result in climate change and ocean acidification. Climate change equals ocean change. Being productive and growing as a society, increasing the wealth of your nation, causes, the air you breathe out, breathing and living, causes death to ocean creatures you have never seen and can't see. But we'll tell you about it here. The world's CO2, the world's ocean, is a massive sink that absorbs carbon dioxide. Although this has slowed global warming, they're acknowledging that this is a whole nother factor. They're acknowledging right in this paragraph that the ocean soaks up a lot of the CO2 in the natural carbon cycle. You know why it soaks up a lot of... Can anyone in the chat explain why the ocean soaks up a lot of the CO2? Why is the ocean using CO2? Can anyone explain that? This is ridiculous. The CO2 is killing the plants? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What's killing the coral reefs is like personal human interaction with them. Not CO2, which is... That's like saying giving me pure oxygen will kill me. Zcash is worth 4,000 in November? I'm not sure about that. Can anyone explain ocean acidification? Guys, I'll explain it to you since no one answered. CO2 in the ocean, you know why it soaks up so much CO2 and it uses so much CO2, and why it's not creating a big cloud in the sky, which is actually caused by government programs. Anyways, the CO2... I like how they basically disproved their whole global warming theory right here. Anyways, so it's going into the ocean. You know why? Because it's getting sucked up by all these plants in the ocean. Okay, here's my theory. This CO2 going... If we pumped a bunch of CO2 around these coral reefs, I bet the coral reefs would grow. You would die if you breathed pure oxygen.